Only 4 games remain for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the regular season portion. We obviously know they're headed to the postseason. We don't quite know as of yet who they're playing exactly. We have a good idea. However, the Leafs go out there tonight in New Jersey, and I wanted to say very desperate New Jersey Devils team, but they got the news about Jack Hughes having season-ending surgery, and we're like, yeah, okay, well, you should probably win this game. And they did, and it was really never in question. 5-2 over the Devils tonight in Jersey, which I don't know if that fully puts them to bed, but it pretty much does. And the key story in the game today, Auston Matthews, goal number 66. 4 games to go, he's got 4 goals to 70. Does he do it? We'll see. But let's break this thing down, shall we? First period, doesn't take very long. Less than midway through. Point shot from Morgan Rielly gets knocked down by the Devils. And Nick Robertson finds the puck. And Jake Allen doesn't know Robertson has it, evidently, because he gets back onto his skates on being off the ice. Robertson fires a 5-hole. Allen doesn't react. And then he looks behind him and he ain't pleased. Rightfully so. Robertson's 13th goal of the year at .856. I mean, it's crazy. This dude gets scratched for a game, comes out, scores. It's just what he does. I don't know if it's a little chip on his shoulder, if he gets a little too comfortable when he's playing like games in a row. I don't know. Regardless, his goals per 60 is like top 5 in this team. It's nuts. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but I'm very interested to see how this goes. Then Nico, who the hell's that? Nico Hischier. Nice little move on that little mini breakaway, and he goes backhand, sliding it past Joe Woll. We are tied at 1. That's with under 6 minutes to play in the first period. We go to the second period. On the power play, Dawson Mercer scores 5:17 in, and the Leafs trail 2-1. So again, they're at this point against New Jersey again, where they're out shooting them like crazy in shots, yet they're losing. But that didn't take much long to flip around. Because Max Domi, can we talk about the patience when he entered the offensive zone and then found Tyler Bertuzzi, who fires a 5-hole on Jake Allen. A beautiful goal from those fellas in that top unit. Getting it done as Bertuzzi gets the goal from Max Domi and Jake McCabe with 5 minutes to go in the second period to even this game up. 9 seconds after that. Yes, 9 seconds. Bertuzzi causing havoc with the forecheck. It gets around the boards to Auston Matthews, who pokes it back to the point to Mark Giordano. Winds up, slap shot, must have had a screen in front because it beats Jake Allen clean. And the great thing about what this Leaf team showed on that goal, 40-year-old Gio, they love the guy. They love the old fella. And how can you not? He's making bare minimum money if you're the Leafs. And he'll do everything on a penalty kill to block a shot, no matter how old he is. And for him to score like that, you see all the emotion from the players. Matthews, big smile on his face. Let's go. How do you like that? Beautiful stuff. Bert's flying in there. It's just a gorgeous sight as the Leafs somehow take the lead now, 3-2 heading into the third. Gio from Matthews and Bert at 15:09. They scored at 15 even. So 9 seconds later, they get the lead. Crazy turn of events. There we go. Shots on goal in the first period, by the way, were 7-4 Leafs, and in the second period, 15-8. And in the third period, 15-8 again. They dominated as they should have. And in that third period, I thought it was a little forced, but I don't care because it was in the back of the net. Because Domi enters the zone, and he pokes that puck away. Beautiful play. And I think he's going to rip it. But then he goes for a pass to Matthews, which is like a weird, like behind him and to the opposite side of the ice. And I'm like, boy, that's a forced feed. But then Matthews maybe gets a little bit of a screen in front from their own guy, but then he roofs this thing kind of like right in the ear area, above the ear, I think it was, on Jake Allen. Gorgeous for goal number 66 for Auston Matthews. And with that being, with number 66 happening, he now passes Alex Ovechkin for the most goals in the Cap era in a regular season. Ovi had 65 back in 07-08. Auston Matthews tonight with 66. Leaf fans, enjoy this man. He's one of the greatest Leafs to ever wear this uniform. And people are going to get, well, he didn't do anything in the playoffs. Stats are stats, buddy. All right, I'm not going to argue with you. It's not worth my time. And And the cap pair is crazy. Auston Matthews doing stuff we never thought we'd ever see. And Leaf fans, he's a Toronto Maple Leaf. Enjoy the damn thing. Right? It was really fascinating. And then he scores to make it 4-2, by the way. The Matthews 66. Lone assist to Max Domi at 7:33 of the third period to put him up 2. And then Tyler Bertuzzi, from his own end, scores with a $1:13 to go. McCabe and Marner grab assists on it. Bert's 21st. And it's curtains. You win 5-2. Also, people are probably going to get angry at Keefe for not putting out Matthews there in the 6-on-5 to get the empty netter. Yeah, I'm good. Okay? Like, as much as I would love to see him get 70, it's not the end of the world. We have bigger priorities here. And Matthews, you saw him on the bench, hunched it over. But then when Bert scores the goal, he's all smiles, slamming the boards. Absolutely great stuff. And for Sheldon Keefe, you want to see how these other guys, the Pontus Holmbergs, the Matthew Nyes, guys like that, how do they play the 6-on-5? Because come playoff time, they might have to. And you want to see, and if you're Sheldon, you want to see if that unit is comfortable. So I get that. Plus, Matthews already did score tonight, so there's that part of it. But I like it. I like the move by Sheldon. Shots were 37-20 in favor of the Leafs tonight. Flat out domination. They were 0 for 3 in the power play. Well, it should have been 1 for 3. But I don't know, that weird thing, disallowed goal, I don't know. I thought that was a good goal. I didn't think he had it really covered whatsoever. And he really pushed his pad. I'm like, God, yeah. And everyone took a breath on each other. Like, what are we doing here? Should have been a goal for Willie. Should have been another goal. But whatever. Regardless, you're 0 for 3. They were 1 for 2. And you can tell nobody really cared about this game. Hits were 12-5. In favor of the Leafs, by the way. Like, it's whatever. Let's get through this, not get hurt. That's kind of where we're at this point. Joseph Woll got the start. And 2 goals on 20 shots. A 900 save. It's fine. Didn't get tested a whole lot. But at this point, we kind of know who your game 1 starter is. So that's not up for debate anymore. Joe Woll can run the table, and Samsonov can have maybe 1 or 2 hiccups because all you have left is 4 games. Samsonov's still your game 1 starter. So it is what it is. Tyler Bertuzzi, a big night for him. 2 goals and an assist. A +3 for Big Bert. Auston Matthews, a goal and an assist and a +2. Gio with a goal and a +2. Robertson, a goal and a +1. Domi and McCabe both had 2 assists and were both +2. Marner with the lone assist and a +1. And Brody and Riley were actually playing on the ice together. I was very careful with my words there. Brody was a +3. Riley, a +2. So there's that. Does it mean anything? We'll see. All right, the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they take on this same Devils team as they come back to Scotiabank Arena. I'm assuming Ilya Samsonov will get the net for that game, but we'll see. I mean, I understand. I'm very curious to see how they manipulate this the rest of the way. If you look at the final 4 games, you have the Devils, and then you have Wings, and then Panthers and Lightning back-to-back on the road. So obviously, I think we can all agree Martin Jones is getting the start against the Lightning in the last game of the season. But if you're playing Florida, right? If you're playing the Florida Panthers in round 1, which it looks like you are, do you play Samsonov in that game? And people are going to say, well, no, you don't. You play Joseph Woll there. And fine. But then Samsonov's going to go about a whole week without playing a game. So what do? I'm very intrigued to see what Sheldon and the coaching staff decide on the goalie stuff for the rest of the season. But regardless, good win tonight. And with that win today for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they are now still 3 points back of the Panthers, but they do have a game in hand, and they do play said Panthers. So it could get interesting here down the stretch. And for the Lightning, they have 4 games left. Like, think about it, right? Let's do some math here, which I'm awful at all the time. They have 4 games left, okay? Possible 8 points. They're 6 back of the Leafs. Like, the odds of them catching Toronto, regardless of us playing them in the last game of the season, it means nothing. So you're solidified in the 3 spot. It's just a matter of whether you play Florida or Boston. I mean, Boston lost tonight, but I think they're still 3 points up on Florida. Same games played, and they only have 3 games left, each possible 6 points. You're probably going to play Florida. Probably going to be on the road, but you have that slight opportunity to play at home, which really doesn't mean a lot. Not really. So we'll see how it goes, though, down the stretch and how the Leafs go about playing it. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the dub tonight, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit that like, subscribe, comment all of that stuff about tonight's game. Do you think Auston Matthews is going to hit 70? Let me know in the comments. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course, TikTok is down below as well. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays edition very shortly as they won 5-3 against the Mariners tonight. We'll talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night, 7:30 tip-off, as they play the Brooklyn Nets, trying to get their season over and done with. And as for the Leafs, Thursday, they host the Devils at Scotiabank Arena at 7 p.m. Again, they're just kind of looking to get to the playoffs healthy, right? We're going to start seeing guys rest at times, I assume. Soon-ish? I don't know. I'm very curious to see how they play out the final 4 games. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the win tonight. Talk to you guys then.